Hello everyone and welcome to the Moderator Orientation session for IDUG 2014. My name is Iqbal Goralwalla and I am the presentations team lead for IDUG EMEA conference in Prague this year. Before I start, I would like to say a big thank you for you, the moderators, for taking time out to moderate our sessions. Without you, it would really be difficult to run the conference in a smooth way. So a big thank you to you guys for volunteering. The sessions are, we have got more than 100 technical sessions, and as has been the case for the past few years, we have got them split into 6 threads. Thread A and B traditionally are for ZOS. This year we have dedicated thread A for DB211 for ZOS. Thread C and D are traditionally LUW tracks, Linux, Unix, DB2 on Unix, and Windows. And this year we have dedicated thread C to DB2.10.5. Thread E is focused on analytics and big data, specifically for Monday and Tuesday. And finally, thread F is focused on application development. All threads, all sessions are located in meeting rooms on the Congress floor level 3. So all sessions, all threads this year are on one level. So it will be pretty easy to find your sessions and your rooms. The details for each session are located in the Pocket program, on the conference website, and on our new mobile app, which you can download from the IDUG website. We've got thread chairs. Each thread has a thread chair, and these thread chairs will be responsible for providing you with the moderator envelopes, for the moderator packs, which I'll talk about later in the session, and they'll be your point of contact if there's any issues. So thread A, the chair is Steve Thomas. Thread B, it's Manuel Gomez. Thread C and D, the LUW tracks. Thread C, the chair is Ole Homskov, and thread D, it's Frederick. And finally, thread E and F, the thread chairs are Philip Nelson for thread E, and Mateja leads the application development thread. So these thread chairs are going to be your point of reference, and if there's any issues with the speaker or logistics, please contact them immediately. I'll now go through some logistics of what is required of a moderator, the logistics, the guidelines, and what you need to do before, during, and after the conference. So as you know, a moderator is assigned to each presentation, and it is your responsibility as the moderator to ensure that your speaker is introduced accurately and the speaker is comfortable with all procedures and logistics. Now, prior to the actual presentation, you need to contact the speaker to make sure that the biography that's been provided for you is accurate. The presentation content information, which is the abstract, is also accurate, and whether the speaker would like to answer questions during or after the presentation. Okay, this is important to make sure that the session runs smoothly. So please arrange a brief meeting with the speaker to occur at least 10 minutes before the presentation starts. So before the presentation starts, please test the audio-visual equipment. This includes the microphone, the projector, the lighting, the temperature in the room. Make sure the speaker is comfortable with all this equipment. And important as well, make sure the evaluation tray or the bin or the box is located at the back of the room for the completed evaluations, and a supply of session evaluation cards is available. So your thread chair will give you a moderator pack, as I mentioned earlier, and enclosed in this moderator packet is a copy of your moderator letter, okay, which basically is a rehash of what I'm just talking about. It's got a review sheet, it's got some guidelines, and it's got details of the session, which includes the presentation session, the abstract, the speaker biography, the company which you will need to introduce the speaker. And it also includes the speaker feedback survey, which you need to give to the speaker at the end of the session. So please bring this packet with you to the presentation. And as I mentioned, your thread chair is responsible to give you this packet. Okay, now before I get into this, if you don't know who your speaker is, if you have not met them before, then if you look at the mobile app that I mentioned earlier, okay, it's got in the session details, you will see the speaker biography, and you'll also see a photograph, a picture of the speaker, so you'll be able to locate the speaker easily. So during the presentation, at the time of the presentation, just make sure that the speaker schedules some time at the end of the presentation to take questions from the audience, okay, and also make sure that the questions are heard clearly. Okay, you need to make sure that to direct the attendees to all the available seats in the front, and make sure that there is enough room for all attendees. Introduce yourself, your company, and your session title code. Logistics again, make sure all attendees turn off their mobile or cellular phones. I mean, this is to respect the speaker and the rest of the audience and avoid disruption throughout the presentation. Please stress the importance of completing and returning the session evaluation cards to all attendees, and please inform them that this year there will be a daily price for those completing the session evaluation cards. So it's very important, because we use those evaluation cards for the next years to make sure that we are providing quality information, quality sessions to you. Okay, reiterate the importance of indicating the correct session codes on the card, so please inform them of the session codes at the beginning. Introduce the speaker briefly using the biography information that's in your moderator package. During the presentation, please remain in attendance. Okay, this is your session to moderate, so please remain in attendance for the entire session. Count the number of attendees at the beginning of the session as well as halfway through the sessions, and these are important information to put into your moderator review sheet. Okay, also important, make sure the speaker can be heard from the back of the room. Help the speaker for timekeeping. Make sure that you inform the speaker when 10 minutes are remaining until the end of the presentation and when 5 minutes are remaining, so as to give some time to question and answer session. Okay, and during the question and answer session, make sure that really it's pertinent to the topic of the conversation, and if the audience wants to ask the speaker some more questions which are not really related to the presentation, I'm sure the speakers will be available outside the session to take any questions offline. And importantly, IDUG does not permit the selling of products or services by anyone, by any speaker, so please make sure that this does not happen in a discreet way. At the end of the presentation, thank the speaker and the audience. Remind everyone to take their personal belongings with them, and importantly, please collect the session evaluation cards and return them along with the completed moderator review sheet to the IDUG registration desk immediately following the session. So, and above all, again, thank you so much for helping to moderate the presentations, and have a great week at IDUG Prague.